Hey, what's going on guys, it's Sworn Random, and today I'm bringing to you a Hood Outlaws and Legends video talking about melee Robin, his viability, and some tips that may help you join the dark side and start throwing out some right hooks. I want to start by saying I think this is the most fun I've had in Hood for a bit now. This build gave me absolutely stupid levels of confidence. Every time I picked up a fresh set of full arrows, I felt like I'd eaten a senzu bean. I was ego challenging every John and every Took, and all these enemy Robins thought they were fancy with their instant explosion arrows and massive 10 arrow quiver, but I'm just running around like... Anyways, let's get into the video where I give you 5 tips for melee Robin. Let's start with not really a tip, but more the build. You're going to be running Volatile Gourd at perk 1, Razor Gauntlets at perk 2, and Forceful Fighter at perk 3. Okay, so tip number 1. You cannot spam with this build. This build is fantastic. You can hit people really hard, but you cannot spam. In fact, the second Robin does the kick attack, you should actually dash away, because after the kick attack there is a small recovery time where any enemy who presses the light button will actually hit you first and put you into that little stun lock. So again, as you're boxing, just hit, and the second Robin does the kick, that's when you need to back off. Alright, so tip number 2. You have an immediate advantage over other Robins and most Mariannes in close quarters combat. And what this means is that you shouldn't be afraid to full sprint at any Robin and any Marianne and take advantage of your build, because you will win almost every single one-on-one scenario against any Marianne and any Robin. Tip number 3, learn your ammo crate locations. This one actually probably just should have been in my 11 Ranger tips video, but with this build it is actually very important to know where all the ammo boxes are. You only have 5 arrows, and you're using a lot of them to box, which causes you to be just a bit more selective with how you use your arrows, because the more arrows you have, the harder your hits land. But if an opportunity arises for you to shoot an enemy who's climbing up a rope or a ladder, or you just have, you need to help your team in a team fight from far away, you gotta have these arrows available, and having 5 makes you really need these ammo boxes. So it's going to be more important than ever to know all of their locations. Tip number 4. No longer is the flash grenade a getaway tactic. This grenade is now going to allow you to run up and beat the fuck up out of every person you flash. The second you hit him with the flash, and you can tell they're blinded, some people will start swinging, some people will start backing up, some people will try to run away, look at the minimap and stuff. No. Usually, Robin would throw a flash, then sneak away into some bushes, or he would go and try to assassinate the enemy. But no, not anymore. You're playing melee Robin. The second you flash an enemy, just run up to them and start beating the crap out of them, right? They swing, you can easily dash, they're blind, and you can kill them in 3 or 4 hits. So just start wailing on them. And last but not least, tip number 5, you may feel invincible, but John and Took are still Omni-Man. And if you don't get that reference, it's just a TV show reference. Basically what I'm saying is that, yes, you can fight Johns and Tooks, and you might have more success, but they are still the kings of melee combat, and melee Robin does not in any way outclass them when it comes to these close range fights. You should still try your best to play around your team. You can't go 1v1 a John or 1v1 a Took and have extreme success. Yes, it can happen, especially if they're hurt, they're half health. Yeah, you can absolutely box with them. You hit hard. You hit really hard with this build, and it's a lot of fun to use. I don't want to say it's better. I don't want to say it's the best Ranger build, because it really just depends on your playstyle and your team's playstyle, because it can be really effective, and it's very surprising, I think, to enemies whenever the Robin runs at them and just throws this flying Superman punch, and they're just never, they don't really expect it, And having the 5 arrows also doesn't mean you can't shoot. Like, you can absolutely still shoot people from far away. You can still play this support. You still have your ult as well, which it fucking explodes. So I mean, the 5 arrows doesn't make your range useless. It just makes you better at close quarters combat. You can't 1v1 a John. You can't 1v1 a Took. I mean, you can, but just not with as much success as you would with another John or a Took, you know. But where it really excels is destroying other Robins, destroying other Mariannes, and taking advantage of their lack of close quarters combat tactics. All in all, I've had a lot of fun with this build. It's been a blast, and I would absolutely recommend it to any of you Robins looking to spice up your gameplay just a little bit. It's not going to immediately click with you. It did not immediately click with me. It's kind of a weird transition to make to understand that you can just sprint at Robin and sprint at Marianne and just press the attack button and start winning fights. Like, I think my very first game with it, I did terrible. Second game, I got a little better. Third game, got a little better. And then, like, my fourth and fifth game, I actually just went off. I think I dropped, like, 17, 18 kills in a match, and it was pretty crazy. I was doing things that I did not think would ever be possible with Ranger. And I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It means a lot. There will be more content coming. I think I have a Took guide planned currently, and I'm looking at doing something again with all the characters, like my best character and my who should you main. But I will see you guys in the next video, so bye.